Hello everybody, it is your Friday edition of MCN, the show where we round up Marvel Contest of Champions related things that are happening within the community, that kind of stuff. And we kick things off with the fact that it's Battlerealm Brawl Day. Yes, Battlerealm Brawl Day, it's a time where everybody just fights each other like in person and everyone just throws hands. That would be interesting and fun, wouldn't it? Probably not, but the world has enough violence as it is. But later on, I'm going to be live streaming here Battlerealm Brawl coverage. So if you want to come and relax, I'm going to try and, because I'm recording this on Thursday, I'm hoping to build something which is like a live stream thing where we can watch the main screen and then I can have like a little kind of like MCOC grind when things get boring, because things will get boring. With it, but we'll try and have a bit of fun, because I can't go because I don't have enough leave time to go after starting this new job, so I've not got enough holiday time, vacation time to use, which is sad, but these things happen. If I knew that, if I knew a lot of things ahead of time, I probably would have, been able to prepare. Or if I didn't have a job, but you need a job because people have got bills to pay. But in any case, we can all enjoy it together. I'm not there. You're not there. We can enjoy this together on a live stream. So look out for that. Should be good. Should be fun. And yeah, the festivities do kick off later on today, 10 AM PST, I believe it is. I should actually quickly double check that. Yes, indeed, that is the case. 10 AM, 10:30 PM PST, which is 6:30 PM UK time. There's also October 21st, which is the day after, or tomorrow, and it's a little bit later on in the day. I don't know if I will be live streaming that. I kind of want to, but I might actually just relax a bit, and unless I'm just doing a bit of arena grind, and maybe do an hour or whatever, but we'll see. We'll see. It should be cool. Should be cool. I'm looking forward to it. Very jealous of everybody that's been able to attend, but yeah, we can enjoy some fun here. Now we turn our attention over to the completion offer for Act 8.3. Act 8.3 offer? Wow, this is... I don't know what I'm expecting for... Well, I don't know what would you expect for 12,000 units? I've got to be honest, this seems a bit extortionate. Could you break down the value of this? Do you want to? Would you do energy refills? Well, that's 300 units worth of value. Then there's 10 level 4, so that's what's that? 400 plus 300 to 700, and then it's like, well, the rest of this stuff barely scratches. Well, I don't know, like 100 a time on that one, 1,000. Look, okay, if for hell's sake we just go, okay, well the bottom 4 things scratch about 2,000 units worth of value. For hell's sake, let's just say that. That means by proxy that there's, what, 10,000 units worth of value between these two items right here. Yes, it's a rank 1 to 2 7-star gem. That's a pretty rare thing to get at the moment. And the same thing is with the 7-star crystal. That's sort of ish rare to get at the moment. Both, well, 7-star hero crystal over time, you could generally get for free, depending on where you are in the game. But I would say, wait for Cyber Weekend. Cyber Weekend deals will largely be better, and you may get suckered into these deals and go, by the end of it, like, well, should I wait for Cyber Weekend deals? Which is what I'm doing. I'm trying to get the 21,000 units I planned. Do I plan to spend all those 21,000 units? Probably not. Which you can see, I'm up to 14,757. I'm behind. Need to catch up. Need to work on that. That's going to be the priority over the next 6 weeks. Tight, because I'll have to do 1,000 units a week. Not easy to do that, but then life happens, work happens, other commitments happen. So I might delay my Act 8.3 100%ing and some other content, and Battlegrounds delay that whilst I focus on this. But that's another story for another day. But yeah, I mean, for me, I'm just looking at the deal and going, the point to get to is, I think there's more value in waiting and holding on to those 12,000 units. With everything else, you can pick up for free. If you're a spender, you might opt to kind of like go and grab this. So up to you at the end of the day. I just would have liked to have seen more like rank up materials for 6 stars and 7 stars. Obviously, yes, it's a generic right there. But what I'm talking about is like that's one size fits. That's like a one size fits all. And a lot of people are still trying to generate an increase in their 6 stars up to rank 5. Like myself. It's pretty extortionate to kind of get a 7-star to rank 2, and that's kind of like more first world Marvel Contest of Champions related problems in my opinion. But in any case, we must move on to something remarkable that Kabam made a mistake on and put out, and that is the rank 4 Alpha Catalyst. This is nuts. This is nuts. Like, obviously this was something that was going to happen at some stage. By the way, this is a mistake. It's a glitch. But I am surprised that Kabam are starting to even at least think about rolling it out. So if you go into game at the moment, especially under the Battleground Alliance event and under the rewards section, this was meant to be milestone under 8.2 million. So currently under that 8.250 million is the following: a tier 3 alpha times 3. So maybe Kabam made they made a mistake there. It's like, Kabam, you know, you can't be having that in there because that's too meta to put in. Obviously that right there. So yeah, crazy to see it put in. Of course, this is going to be something that's going to happen. Will we see part of it in by Cyber Weekend? I think we might, but I don't think we're going to see a full one. I would say that this would be, you'll start seeing a snippet of one. I also think that we're going to see, with the announcement of Alliance Quest, the introduction of it in small, you know, volumes. But look, you know, for me, the same problem is, like, I'm not getting any more rank 5 6 stars. You know, I'm not even getting any rank 2 7 stars. Of course, I don't spend in game, and trying to access it from a free to play standpoint is always very difficult. And these divides are going to get more severe more quickly and cause a lot of imbalance to the ecosystem of things like Battlegrounds, which I know a lot of people do disagree with that, but there's sufficient evidence to showcase it does. It's not just about good circumstance or good kind of like good conditions of finishing. There are obviously some outweighing elements to having stronger champions at Starridge. But yeah, in any case, that's weird to see. What are your thoughts on this, seeing this? Does it give you the bit of kind of like, are you fine with this coming in, or is it kind of like you really would like to see where and what it does to the ecosystem of the economy of the game? Put it in the comments as we do the... I honestly, this is probably one of my favorite... I think it's an emo. I want to say it's an emote, not a profile picture. I would have loved this as a profile picture. I'm not changing my profile picture unless Kabam release a Black Widow Deadly Origin based profile picture. If there is one and it comes up, please someone message me, because I don't always check the profile pictures. But I do want to change mine to another Black Widow Deadly Origin profile pic. If anybody knows the reason as to why that is, I'm not going to go into details about it, but it's a personal thing to me. Some people know about it, but it's just personal to me. But in any case, like, this as an emo, I think is really cool. I'd love to see more Kabam kind of like... They've done, I think, some stuff with these, which I assume is an emo in the past. But I'd love to see more. Especially because that's the origin of where it came from. And it's like, it's gone down, you know, well enough. But I dislike emotes, but I might actually buy this one. This one is top tier. They deserve a raise. Yeah, I think this is like... When Kabam, you know, it's just like... It's a hit. It's a hit. And I'm exactly the same. I mute. Like, as soon as I go into the Battlegrounds, I'm like, mute. Like, no disrespect to anybody. It's just a case of like, I can't concentrate if I've got weird shit pinging up, and I'm there like, I just don't like this at all. I'd love to have like a mute like a general mute thing that's just like doesn't allow. That means I don't have to click the mute each time. But yeah, like. It is what it is with that one. Now we're going to move on to something interesting, and that is Tigra gets parried when hitting into block. Now, interesting. I wanted to look at this one. You know, what has been out for the last kind of like, well, nearly week, yeah. So, Lord Smash says, I got parried once hitting into the block in War. Can't remember who. Got parried hitting into block of Penny in the last Battleground season. Got parried hitting into block of... Man during a practice machine as per the video. So yeah, let's just have a look at this and see what it is. I've got this on loop. It's interesting to know. I have watched this through once, just to kind of like see whether or not there's like any kind of, you know, player mistake, but it's not. So you see the chaining right there, you know, a few block hits right there, and a parry. Do you see that? It's a very, very kind of like quick thing. I think we might have to kind of like speed this down to like a 0.25, just kind of like get the moment. But it's the hitting into the blocks, and then it's the hit back with the parry. So that comes about in a moment where it's kind of there. Obviously, the AI is quite responsive as it is. Both blocks, AI being a bit weird, being a bit passive. It's not really coming at the player. You can see there. Look at that. Like, it's not good. That's not good to see at all. I would say there's still a lot of kind of like fundamental issues when it comes to MCOC, and I know recently they were meant to be looking into things when it comes to the AI. I don't know how far they got with that one, but at the same time, this is just something that's just an annoying repetition is the right word. Well, it's like repetition of issue. I'm sure, and the thing is, a lot of players do say, like, you know, well, there's other champions that are affected by this, or kind of like have the same thing. But it's weird that it's Tigra that seems to be one of these particular champions affected by this, and especially if it's specifically Tigra, then it's worth Kabam indeed investigating into this. Disgusting AI, this together with them launching specials while stunned is making me extremely frustrated. Correct me if I'm wrong, and I'm not a pro, but is there something in the future Ant-Man's kit that means he's finished combo last hit glances he stuns you? Could be. Don't know. Just looks like it's kind of weird. If it's something where it's not where it's, no, that's probably the only evidence. But it's like, as I said before, we have to literally record every single fight to go, okay, well, who was Lord Smasher facing off against in War? They're mentioning Penny Parker, so it's not just feature Ant-Man. It's just mentioning more, you know, more champions and characters. Not with Tigra, it's happening with many other champions a lot. Champion using block break are getting parry. Also the fact that opponents are using specials while I am attacking, and in the middle of this doesn't even make sense. And worst part is you can't even record your gameplay. That's the thing as well, like, as I said, like, I don't want to spend all my time recording my gameplay. Like, I literally have to like live stream my life in order to kind of go like, okay, this is a problem. And then it's like, you could do the report issue function, but then you have to go like, okay, well, are Kabam going to take it seriously? Because a lot of the time there's this fear that if you report something to Kabam, they just go, no, the player just made a mistake, or it's player's fault. And it's just then, it's kind of like, it's brushed off as a thing. So it's always great when these forum threads come around, because at least we've got some kind of like evidence to go on. And of course, we've seen it in the video, and well worth looking at with it. I mean, another player saying here that I made a post about this when it happened with Lady Deathstrike fighting Torch. It has nothing to do with feature Ant-Man. Sadly, no response from the dev team and such. I don't know if like the team's busy, obviously, with the Battlerealm Brawl, and when they come back from it, like what's going to be looked into. But it'd be interesting to note whether or not there's some of the bugs that are looked into, and we'll have to do, I think, a maybe on Monday, a little dissection into the, what is it called, Trello board, and see what's kind of like on the list that Kabam are actually dealing with, and hopefully, fingers crossed, some of the things mentioned that we cover in this video are indeed covered. But in any case, that is it for the MCN. Oh, just before we end the show, I should really do a prediction for these arenas, which I haven't really kind of like done, because, you know, they're never released when, you know, I can cover them. Let's go with Sandman for 30 mil for the 6-star. And then if you want Mephisto, because some people might want it, then I would go with probably about 60 mil. So 30 mil for the Sandman, 60 mil for the Mephisto. We'll see what the results are on Sunday. And thank you once again. Make sure to come on by to the live stream later on, as we'll have a lot of fun. We'll, you know, relax and watch the drama unfold. Check out some other content located on screen right now. Have a lovely day, whatever you're doing, and bye-bye.